Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Daymare 1998. This is episode 4. So, unfortunately, everything in this episode is actually going to be stuff I've already played, because I already tried to record this episode, and after the end of recording, I went to stop the audio recording, and turns out I never started it, so there was no microphone audio for that whole time. I was just talking into a dead mic. Of course, because this game doesn't really have manual save points, at least not up until this point in the game, I had to replay through the whole game to get back up to here, just so I could continue from the same point. However, on my original save, this checkpoint was at 2 hours and 55 minutes, and for this one, on the replay, it was 55 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, we're going to stop probably at the same point where I stopped in my original recording. That way, episode 5 will still be fresh. Okay, so we're trying to find Sandman here in the hospital after he delimbed Liev. Now, there's a good chance that Liev will probably also come back as some kind of zombie, considering Sandman was infected and he did chew up his head for his delicious enzymes. Okay, energy bar. So now that we have the D.I.D, we do have an actual inventory. What's Sam's health? 44, not great. Alright, well, let's use this energy bar. See, there's that subtle music again. There's not a lot of music in this game. And I think it's funny that you can actually see outside this door, but I think this is just the front door that we couldn't go in from the outside. Well, you look like you're gonna get back up. Should mention that I tried to record this like a week and a half ago, so I don't remember it 100%. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that I'm enjoying this a fair bit. Because, I mean, I've seen people compare it to Resident Evil 2 Remake unfavorably, and I would say it doesn't feel as good to play as Resident Evil 2 Remake, but, like, I don't really see the extreme sluggishness and controls that people are complaining about in the reviews. Like, it plays fine. It's not the smoothest, but I think where Resident Evil 2 Remake has deliberate slowness in some of its controls, this has it just kind of as jank. Personnel ID card, Stewart, Paxton, Attendant, Security Level 6, and there is a code on the back that we will need to know. However, unlike last time, I won't have to run all the way back up here because I forgot the number, because I realized it is actually saved in the D.I.D. I just looked here and I was like, okay, no files, I guess I didn't take it with me, but it's actually just like all the way down here. So that's a good thing to know. But yeah, I think this controls fine, especially considering the much smaller team that made this. It's just kind of lacking a bit of polish, but like I wouldn't say it's super buggy or anything, at least not from what we've seen so far. It's closed. I don't have the key. Trying to get a good look at that desktop wallpaper. Alright, well, let's go into the intensive care maternity ward. I guess it's intensive care / maternity. We still really haven't seen anything but zombies. I mean, you know, there's the big pseudo-tyrant-looking guys, but even they're not too tough. We haven't seen any real mutants, anything weird, any BOWs. And I know there's at least one of them that looks kind of like the Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead. Just doesn't know when to go down. Okay, we don't actually have that much pistol ammo, so it might be better to use the shotgun for now. So I've got 20 shells plus 6 loaded, so it does tend to knock zombies down, even if it doesn't kill them. And it's certainly more fun to use. Do it for your health. Hexacore Biogenetics, a better city for a better life. Building better cities. You're looking particularly emaciated. I guess these are all patients, and that's why they're all shirtless? Also, those Hexacore files that we keep finding, I was right that they do actually... They basically just have a code that you punch in onto a, fake Hexacore website, and it just gives you more lore. So I don't know where I could, kind of stick those in. But probably just, add them all into one of these videos. Also, I forgot... Oh, this is probably not the best time for this, because I do see a zombie. Though I don't think he's seen me yet, so let's just back up. There was that file I picked up in, episode 2, where I was like, we have too many files, let's just wait on that. But I might actually not be able to read that now, because I don't think we kept any of Liev's files. Just deleted them as soon as we picked it up. Yeah, alright, never mind. It was just the file that explains a bit more about the Castor and Pollux viruses. But it's not really that important. Yeah, another one of these. I do wish the doors in this game would close more reliably. That one closed, but the other one didn't. So you never know when it's going to stay open. I will say this area has some pretty good ambience. Compared to, even the Aegis laboratory really wasn't that spooky, but this is it's a dark hospital full of corpses. And it's actually got music. Quarantine protocol. Nothing keeps out viruses like plastic sheets. Especially when those viruses are angry and running around. Okay, so we have an override room here. And I guess Sam will also know how to use his hacking device.
You.
Who said that?
Stay where you are. Don't move.
What the?
Look for the intercom. On your left. My name's Atherthon. Dr. Atherthon. I'm the chief surgeon here at Sacred Heart. My men and I have shut ourselves in the ICU. Quite possibly the last safe refuge in this hospital. Maybe the whole town.
What? How can that be? What the fuck is going on here? Listen, Doc. I'm looking for someone. A real nasty son of a bitch who got here shortly before I did.
Have you seen any real nasty son of a bitches?
Patient.
Latest patient?
That's right. A real nasty son of a bitch indeed. He was the one who crudely dissected those security guards you've undoubtedly stumbled across. But alas, I managed to sedate him and now he's tucked away, as snug as a bug in a rug, under my complete control. Nobody will meddle in this hospital's affairs. Nobody but me.
Doc? Open this goddamn door right now!
I am the chief meddler.
That bastard's got an outstanding account with me, and I came to collect...
No, I'm afraid not. You simply don't have the authority to make that decision. As you can see from what's left of my staff, I too have an account to settle with this man.
Now you listen to me. I ain't gonna tell you again. Open the goddamn door!
However, settling accounts seems to be your niche. So maybe we can reach some kind of understanding.
What are you getting at?
How should I explain it? Yes.
Like a squid row
As a
bro.
result of this precarious and unpredictable situation, some matters of the utmost importance remain pending. As you can glean from the carnage out there, I can no longer rely on security due to your friend's sudden appearance. So I need you to handle it instead.
Man, you are one insane motherfucker.
Insane or not, I have something you want.
You must be insane to make me do your dirty work.
What you must do, sir, is go to the west wing of the hospital. Room 10.
What should I do once I get there?
Don't
Really
be
weird cut.
rash, Mr.
It's just a window.
Walker. Oh, how appropriate to the situation at hand. Getting there alive will be a big accomplishment in itself, Mr. Walker.
Actually, I'm a bit more of a jogger.
Now you'd better skedaddle. I am not a particularly patient man, and my offer may be prone to expire. You can contact me using the intercom when you... better yet, if you make it there. By the way, that technological marvel that beautifully decorates your delicate wrist, the one you clearly stole, will be very useful. Very useful indeed. Feel free to buzz me on channel 27. I'll give you more details then. Godspeed.
All right, I'll do it. Fucking fruitcake.
I will do the jobs for you so that I can get in here and shoot the man who killed my wife. So, first off, I'll say that Atherthon seems to have some of the best VO in the game so far, even with the, filter. However, I feel like the biggest possibility here is that Atherthon is a Hexacore AI, hence the HAL 9000 little light there. Because, it keeps cutting to this camera to show that we're being watched through that camera, meaning that this is not a camera. So, I feel like with the way he's talking and, everything, that he's probably an AI controlling the hospital, since there's some shady business going on here. But in what I recorded so far, I did not find out his identity. Some more GK22. It's actually a fairly good amount. Does that seem like a kind of intimidatingly tall toilet? The scale seems a little weird there. Alright, well, we found the bathroom bullets that somebody left there. That's maternity. This area is a little confusing. It's a little bit of a hub. Let's see. Map. Zoom in. Yeah, so we came from the other side. There's the hack door, which we can try to open now that I got that cable. Alright, so Q and F, right? Yeah, Q and F. Okay, so ba and ba. Nope. And again, Sam just knows how to do that with this thing he just picked up off a dead guy. Oh, some shells. Oh, slugs. I haven't actually used the slugs yet, but I assume they do what you expect. They do more damage, but don't have a spread. And also are more accurate at range. We got some more H additive. Shout! This is gonna hurt. Based on a true story. Not at all like the movie Scream. Also, there's a knife here. Can't take it. I think I saw it. I think he means the movie. Alright, so we don't have anything to mix this with yet. We do have a health fluid. Can I combine this with the health fluid? Okay, you can't, like, make super health fluid. And that's back the way we came. So our options are either to go this way or this way. And one of them is a dead end for now. I don't remember which one, though. Okay, there's a whole hallway there, so I think this is the dead end. Which we'll need to go to probably later. Yeah, I remember this area. Now, there is one thing I'm going to try to get here. Are you trapped back there? Looks like this nurse tried to barricade themselves in and then died next to this doctor. Also, do you think she had a shaved head before she became a zombie, or is that just, like, part and parcel with Castor? Mental drops. It's not very useful. So we're going to use them immediately. Something on the other side of that door. Don't mind me, just my one-armed hallucinogenic wife. Oh boy. Well, she's gonna have trouble getting back up this time. But at least she's waving me goodbye. Like I said, no bugs at all. Actually, I think this is the right way. Because there's the windows. There's also not getting back up. I see you. Here in the ICU. Did I take his head off too? Wow, the shotgun's putting some work in. What's going on here? Sauna. Totally not anything to do with NASA. Is there like a thing where you can't use NASA even though it's a government agency? Because everything always makes like a fake NASA. Like Nassau in Metal Wolf Chaos. Alright, so we got an orange drink. Combine that with our additive. Health's not doing great. I should probably heal next time I take a hit. Fantastic. And world. Alien stole my husband's skin. To imagine that's just Men in Black 1. Water. Sugar. Alright. Very scenic little courtyard here. I feel like I've never actually been in a building that had a courtyard like that. You know, like one that's in the middle of the building. See? Another construction worker with another piece of rebar sticking out of his head. It happened to all of them. I also hear a raccoon around. Sounds like it's out there. But we need a bolt cutter to get out there. Room 12. Okay, we're close to our objective. Dr. Jennings' log. Oops. I need audio.
I knew it. I just frickin' knew something like this would happen.
Also, I like that it says ID unknown at the top. Because,
God.
you know, we're not a Hexacore agent.
Now we cannot escape the herbis of our astounding progress.
Herbis, eh?
The company, the government, decades of malevolent work. And my God, I helped them. And now, it's time to pay for our sins. Christ, what have we unleashed?
Also, we picked up some Magnum ammo there. I don't know when we're gonna get a Magnum. I haven't seen one yet. It's good to know that the Resident Evil weapon triangle is being maintained. Shotgun, Magnum, pistol, and usually something special. Though I do wonder, I mean, we only have 3 weapon slots, so are we only going to get 3 weapons per character? I would say that, if not for what's going to happen in a moment here.
Sam here. Can you hear me, Doc? I'm in room 10.
Mr. Walker, what a pleasure to hear from you. Glad to know that you're still a fine specimen of good health. I can't imagine what you went through was easy. But the next step should be much easier.
What am I supposed to do exactly? I don't see anything.
Not to worry, Mr. Walker. You're in the right place. Although you can't see it, there's a special door in that room. Now approach the wall directly across from you with your D.I.D.
So this part gave me a little bit of trouble in the original recording, because it turns out if you get too close to this thing, it won't open. Which is kind of like all the items in this game as well. If you get too close to an item, the prompt to pick it up will disappear. But apparently there's a bunch of these. And whenever our device is beeping, that means there's a secret wall around. Also, you don't get a prompt to interact with it, you just have to basically tap it as you get close.
That's right. As you can see, thanks to that extraordinary device on your arm, you can access hidden rooms filled with the most highly classified materials. Now let's move on, shall we? In that room, around there somewhere, is the body of one of my men. A cleaner who decided to make a unilateral decision. What you must
We'll read that in a sec.
cut his right wrist and retrieve a small microchip implanted beneath the epidermis. A clean and simple procedure, wouldn't you agree?
Now what the fuck else has to happen? Hidden doors? Implants with damn chips?
Mr. Walker, I want you to listen very carefully. There are many forces at play which, unlike myself, you just aren't privy to. All you must do is do exactly as you're told, no matter how unsettling nor utterly unpleasant it may seem. Now hurry up and bring me that chip. Over and out.
This also makes it seem possible that Atherthon might actually just be a cover for Cleaner. You know, the Cleaner that we keep seeing in these cutscenes, who's getting us to tie up loose ends for him. And just pull that right out. Access the Hive, Hexacore Integrated Virtual Environment, and exchange the ID tag. First, let's read that note we got, before I forget. Let's see. Report on VJ-02. Status failed. Notes. VJ-02 will likely be the last active subject of Phase 1. A dinosaur, shall we say. Conceived in the early 40s, around the same time the Defense Department and CIA welcomed Hexacore biogenetics into Keen's site, Phase 1 was truly the first BC weapons test the government conducted on its own soldiers, and arguably the father of the MK Naomi program. The subject VJ-02, called Roland Reds, was once a young Army officer who accomplished several top-secret missions, and later got recruited for a World War II campaign so daring and highly classified that its details are unclear to us even today. As yet, VJ-02 is likely the only surviving test subject that has undergone such a plethora of experimentation that even we've lost track of what specifically was done by whom, involving which doses. So kind of like Lisa Trevor in Resident Evil Remake. They just stuck everything in him to see what happened. We could blame it on the rushed and disorganized experiments performed by researchers who have come and gone over the years that resulted in the current state of this particularly stubborn, yet pitiful creature. Given the unlikelihood of gleaning new data from its semi-vegetative coma, we have deemed further research on this dinosaur to be a futile endeavor. Orders. Activate purification protocols for subject VJ-02. The subject, for some years, has been discharged from the hospital and resides at home, on the outskirts, to avoid potential conflicts with the remaining subjects currently being tested on the premises. You are to immediately notify the Hexacore operative in the noted quadrant so that he may prepare the subject for immediate disposal within the 48 hours. There are no further details. Dr. N. Taylor, Senior Supervisor, Level 4, Logistics and Testing, Hexacore Biogenetics. So, got a pretty good feeling that we're going to find out exactly what VJ-02 looks like. Though, the dates with him starting in the 40s should mean that he's not infected with Castor or Pollux, at least not initially, because that wasn't until the 70s that was discovered. But maybe he is the goopy man. Also, the very blurry picture here. Alright, so yeah, this is our item box. It's a little late in the game to get one of these, but I guess this is going to be a little longer than I expected. The storage system is used to safely deposit all additional resources that an operative can't carry with them on a mission. You can retrieve them from any terminal in the city thanks to the underground connection between Hexacore facilities. The trade system is used to ensure that Hexacore personnel are always equipped with proper resources. From this tab, it's possible to exchange one item for another. From this tab, it's possible to return Hexacore ID tags that were implanted under the skin of Hexacore operatives. By doing so, it's possible to unlock additional information on the agents and sometimes get a reward. Almost like we're rewarding you for covering up any proof of our involvement with these people. And we have a save tab, so yeah, now we can manually save. The problem is that I saved after, the start of the episode, so obviously that wouldn't have helped me with not having audio. I feel like we should maybe just deposit one of these magazines for now. Magnum ammo, one of my health shots. Maybe the slugs? Just kind of free up my inventory for now. And then, forgot to switch tabs. Alright, so we have a trade tab, which is sort of like a store, except it literally just takes items for other items. So, we can trade 30 regular bullets for 15 of the hollow point. And we can trade 2 of the combo items for 15 bullets. 3 orange juice for 1 health fluid, which seems like a huge waste considering you only need 1 orange juice to make one. We can trade a health for a hack cable, but it's actually, we need a super health because I tried to trade the regular one, and this is like an upgraded one. So I think we need a better combining fluid. Dr. Quaid, or D. Quaid. I don't understand why the hell we have to keep these goddamn rags on. I get that the company wants to keep the workplace safe, but I've been parading around in this ridiculous outfit for 5 fucking years while my colleagues glow with their crisp white coats and stethoscopes. And the smell from the cleaning supplies is just damn sickening. Now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't complain. The shit we lace the patients' food with, as well as the town's water supply, is certainly worse than any brand detergent. A lot of them are already suffering from the side effects, so much so, in fact, that a few premature deaths have been reported. On second thought, having to lie to friends and family about their loved ones being victims of a so-called phantom disease is a heavy burden I'd rather leave to the pretty boys in white. Especially when you're dealing with families who've been fed up with the same bullshit diagnosis and seek out a second opinion, in which case the situation becomes especially complicated when the company is forced to intervene. On that note, getting a fat pay just to feed the animals the poison they cook up in the lab is something I can definitely live with, at least for a few more years. Then things will change and I'll be rewarded for all my efforts, I'm sure of it. So this guy just literally work in this room behind the wall. And then save. You can see my original save, 2 hours and 55 minutes. And now it's 1 hour and 28. So yeah, when you're skipping the cutscenes, especially skipping the cutscenes, because there's like 20 minutes of cutscenes just in the Aegis lab.
What the hell is going on in this place? Secret control rooms? Continuous monitoring of the citizens of Keen Sight? How is it possible?
It's almost like some shady shit was happening with this big corporation that runs the whole city. And I never knew about it. So we can't go out the exit, but we can go back out the wall. Alright, so we did what we were asked, so now we can head back to the quarantine room. I think we've actually been everywhere here, except for out there. We'll need to come back if we find some bolt cutters. Which, again, is something I did not find. Oh, hello. Forgot there's a big man here. Had his arms out just like he wanted a hug. I prefer to stick with the handgun right now since we do actually have a fair amount of bullets. Yeah, I think we searched all these rooms. Oh. I wasn't sure if this lady was real. Oh. I mean, my health didn't go down, so I guess getting attacked by a hallucination doesn't actually do damage, which is good. Reloading these magazines is still kind of tedious, though. Alright. Everything's fine in there still. Alright, so we can talk to Dr. Dickhead, but before we do that, let's go out here. Because there's one thing I'm curious about. Something I noticed in my replaying through, you can fire this pistol pretty quickly. Like, there's no delay between shots if you want to just pop the shots out. Some more healing. So all these I want to believe posters everywhere. I think this was the combination that I had to go back for. Though who uses their employee ID as their work locker combination? $667. Nope. I guess that's not what it's for. I don't actually remember what it's for. Well, this is 766. You know how this game loves to just change its combinations back and forth. Yeah, I know. I think we need something else there. So the thing I want to check is this. Because I think it's possible that this might be where we get the Magnum, but last time I destroyed my cable trying to open it. Dear valued customer, thank you for purchasing the Vortex Model T.002 security locker. The lockers of this new series are at the vanguard of security technology. It is absolutely paramount for the safekeeping of valuables such as expensive goods, important documents, or for your personal firearms. The Vortex Model T.002 is like none other in the world. Equipped with the latest electronic lock device, not even the most notorious hackers of all time can crack our state-of-the-art security system. Because Vortex is innovation, Vortex is future. Not the future, just future. Despite all that, though, it is only a hard difficulty lock. Alright, so... Ba. Ba. And nah, no gun. I was hoping that line about keeping your firearm there would mean there's a Magnum in there. Oh, we just got a shit ton of handgun bullets. Fire system note. It's total chaos. The hospital has become a deadly labyrinth. One wrong turn and you'll find yourself on the receiving end of a dozen monsters. If that weren't bad enough, the government's soldiers sent in to control the situation are even more unpleasant. They don't seem to give a damn about the safety of anyone here. I understand they must act quickly to contain the outbreak, but we've already moved the infected cadavers to the most isolated part of the building, which should be enough to hinder further infections. But no, their orders are to burn everything. So in the middle of prepping a bunch of corpses for disposal, the creatures broke loose and one spark was enough to ignite hell on Earth. To make matters worse, the sprinkler system in the east wing of the hospital has malfunctioned, so most of that area is now inaccessible. It would be impossible to extinguish those flames with an ordinary fire extinguisher, so we need to recruit a volunteer to go down into the basement and restore water pressure to fix the system. My problem is finding someone brave enough, and especially considering that whole level is a goddamn death trap. I'm sure that won't be our problem. Alright. So, we are actually going to have to go this way in a second, so let's talk to the doc.
Oh, satisfactory work, Mr. Walker. Well played. I wasn't quite sure you'd make it.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. Now let me in.
It wasn't exactly that far away.
No. Hang on a minute. Indeed, you've proven yourself somewhat trustworthy, but more so, reliable. I simply can't waste such a talent. I have another task for you.
What the fuck, man? Listen, I ain't parading around your hospital risking my damn life chopping corpses for you.
I see. But didn't you say you came here to collect something from my latest patient? Now that doesn't leave you much of a choice, does it? So let's cut the chatter and get back to the task at hand. First you do something for me, then I do something for you.
Doc, I hope for your sake that son of a bitch is really in there. 'Cause if he ain't, and you're riding me like a donkey, I'm gonna tear you a new one.
I mean, it does also seem like a fair possibility.
I'm afraid you'll just have to trust me, Mr. Walker. Let me assure you, however, that I am a man of my word.
Heh. So what in the fuck should I do this time?
I want you to take this key. You can use it to access the lower levels of the building. There you'll find a door that looks surprisingly similar to the one your device unlocked. By now you should have a clear idea how it works. Once inside, I'll explain the rest by radio. Have a nice walk, Mr. Walker.
Haha, I do amuse myself so. Alright, take the key. Thankfully it doesn't take up an inventory slot. No, it does. Never mind. Alright. So now we need to go... Yeah, back this way. This room next to us is marked as Relax Room on the map. Not Relaxation Room or anything, just Relax Room. K.O. She'll be back up. Just having a bit of a sit down. Okay, that one's locked. Can't remember if I've gone in here. I don't recognize this room right away. Oh, no. No, I know what room this is. There's gonna be a big fella in here. How did he miss? He, like, swiped over my head. Balls. My D.I.D is beeping at me because I'm almost dead. 37%. I mean, that felt pretty fluid. I spun around and shot him full on from a sprint. So the controls aren't that bad. Man. Take the hint, buddy. Not interested. I think health-wise, that's the closest I've been to dying so far. I mean, you know, I died at the end of one episode just by letting the gas total up. That was a goof. That wasn't actually me getting fucked up. Alright. Well, that just replaces more than the ammo I used on him. Epinephrine. In case Sam happens to have any allergies. Obviously, that's not the only thing epinephrine is used for, but that's what the first thing that comes to mind. I think we can combine that. Single dose epinephrine auto-injector. I can use this to regain a small amount of stamina. Yeah, so this is the stamina shot. Which I guess I'll make just to free up some space in my inventory. Definitely gotta reload my mags. Still have too much to get rid of these two stacks. Alright, shotgun's loaded. Was that all that was in here? Some shotgun ammo and some epinephrine. Let's see. It would be nice if the map actually was a button, but you have to pull the D.I.D up every time. Okay, we gotta go reception. Oh no, here's the elevator to the parking morgue. Well, that seems bad. That door just exploded. Even the zombie was surprised about it. He's like, holy shit, there's a fire there. He can't decide. I think this is the way we have to go, actually. Or will have to go at some point. I don't think I went down there in my last episode. Or last attempt at recording this episode. So, where I played up to and where we're going to stop is after we get back from doing this little task for the doctor. And that shot actually didn't heal me that much. Time for a snack. Oh, I didn't actually use it. It's 3 buttons to use an item from your inventory. Alright, let's go restore this water pressure. Again, no elevator music. You got anything for me? No. Oh, I was gonna run past them, but I guess it didn't really matter. I got a lot of bullets, and I need some people to share them with. Okay, so we can go this way. I guess we'll check the garage since it seems to be a dead end. Otherwise. Everybody take a number. Oh, damn it. I feel like you have to be standing still or at least not sprinting. Otherwise you automatically drop your mag. Okay. And then we reload again. Because I didn't actually mean to reload. And put this in here. There we go. Got rid of that stack. Probably a waste to kill these two, because, I mean, I had a big open room to avoid them in, but whatever. Clearly, my playthrough with Liev showed that I wasn't using enough ammo before he just flat out died. Though I feel like Sam is not going to die for us to switch to the other character. I don't know why there's some spooky things happening in the music here. Some more epinephrine. I mean, we are in a hospital, so finding more typical medical supplies makes sense. You know, I hadn't thought about it, but I assume hospitals must have their own gas for the ambulances, right? It's not like you really have time to pull into a gas station. Alien attack! Technicolor, enhanced chemical reactions. Want to work from home? $5.25 an hour. I feel like that's bullshit even for 1998. Babysitting. I can't tell, but the thing on the babysitting looks like an exploded head. For sale, children's clothing. Now hiring. Summer work. $5.25 hourly. The Adventures of Abraham Lincoln. Car for sale. Well, there's a DeLorean there. Is that 19,000? Computer less. I just love looking at these little things. Because, you know, somebody had to make these, right? Are those? Okay, for a second I thought those were just JPEGs of tools. Like an old school video game. Dutch and Dillon Gun Shop. Feel like we're probably going to go there at some point, right? Override cable. Okay, got an extra now. Good haul. Keen Sight Sacred Hospital Personnel ID card. Okay, this is a 251. Maybe this one will be what I need to open that locker. Alright, what do we got down here? This must be where the water pressure is, right? I mean, that feels good. When you pop out 3 shots and it's just enough to down him without wasting any ammo. Oh, what's this? Another locker. 251? I feel like that guy's locker is not going to be down here since he was some kind of important scientist. Oh, hold on. We got a repeat offender. This is a weird camera angle. It's like almost first person because we're up against the wall. Okay, so 766, 667 was the other one. Yeah, 667 or 251. Might as well try them. They're the only numbers we've got right now. There we go. Found his locker. He gets the really shitty one that's down in the fucking basement. Even though his office is upstairs. And it's just some mental fluid. Great. Really don't think that was worth having a puzzle for it. Or not a puzzle, but, you know, needing to find his ID. Got an audio tape. Cooper. I feel like I didn't go down here. Oh no, I must have, because here's the water pressure. A valve is missing.
I had it with this damn job. It's been 5 fucking years since I started keeping tabs on that Ronald.
You mean Roland?
Crazy. How can you hope to get useful data from a brain-dead invalid stuck in an unrelenting coma? I'm beginning to think that maybe I should be the one to nudge him into Terminal Dreamland. Well, if that's the only way to convince upper management to assign me a new task, then so be it. At this point, I'd be better off a vegetable myself without the slightest sensations of being stuck in this goddamn job.
Alright. Found another one of these rooms.
Doc, I'm here. It looks like an archive of some sort.
Precisely, Mr. Walker. Keep the chatter to a minimum, though. This time you won't have to shred corpses. Just park your tush in that chair by the PC and initiate the archive self-destruction sequence. The process should be rather simplistic. That is all.
Maybe I didn't come down here, because I don't remember any of this. So, I might have stopped before this. I think I did, actually. I think I stopped the first time I went back to talk to him. So, I guess we are doing some new stuff in this episode. Archive. Extraction of a jellyfish. I guess we can't, Oh, okay. I was like, what do we actually need to do here? But we just need to total up these two. So 33, 25, 30, 33. Is that not right? All right. 43 and 63. Okay, well, we got 55 there. That's too much, though. Because this will be... Wait. That's just telling me what the current solution is, or combination is. What do I actually need to activate? Say anywhere in this room what it needs to be set to set off the self-destruct. Newspaper clipping, Kane Site Herald, May 24th, 1952. Contagious disease strikes the maternity ward? According to several eyewitness reports, it would seem that all patients admitted to the maternity ward of Sacred Heart Hospital in Keene Site have been struck by a mysterious affliction. The hospitalized women in various stages of pregnancy have simultaneously experienced symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and in severe cases, loss of consciousness and temporary paralysis. As we wait for confirmation from hospital officials in City Hall, we urge the friends and relatives of the people hospitalized in this department to contact us with any news on the status of their loved ones and babies in their womb. Vermilion Post, 1952, May 27th. Sacred Heart Hospital case, details from City Hall. After 3 days of intense rumors regarding a mysterious disease in the maternity ward of Sacred Heart Hospital, city authorities have at last shed new light on the matter at hand. Late yesterday evening, an urgent press conference was held at City Hall where Marshall Donovan, the spokesman for the mayor, confirmed that an epidemic had in fact occurred, although it was immediately rectified thanks to the diligent efforts of medical staff. In addition, it was not possible to divulge further details due to the ongoing and sensitive investigation in progress. More importantly, however, it has been confirmed that the afflicted female patients are free of danger due to a special treatment developed in haste by specialists at Hexacore Biogenetics. According to these reports, this treatment will not affect the mothers and unborn children in any negative way. Keensight Daily News, June 20th, 1952. Exclusive. New details on contagion at Sacred Heart Hospital. Our confidential sources have offered new information that, if confirmed, could shed a rather disturbing light on the mysterious contagious disease which struck the maternity ward of Sacred Heart Hospital in recent weeks. According to our sources, pregnant women were unwitting victims of a biological nerve agent infection. This particular agent is used in combat and treated with atropine, the same remedy used on patients in the maternity ward. We therefore ask ourselves at this point how this is even possible and if the parties involved are as powerful as one might think. The Redcast Chronicle, June 27, 1952. Sacred Heart case. Keensight Police Department breaks silence with disturbing revelations. This morning, the Keensight Police Department broke its silence on the case involving Sacred Heart Hospital, revealing an unbelievable and incredible twist. According to Police Chief Lambert, who emphasized that lack of information by police was important to their investigation, the outbreak was in fact malicious in nature. The suspect is Jay Pragers, a nurse of the maternity ward who is believed to have suffered a mental breakdown and intentionally infected patient wards with hazardous materials stored in the laboratory for safekeeping. The rest is speculative, as perhaps in a desperate act of guilt, the suspect attempted to flee the city with authorities in pursuit and lost control of her vehicle atop Silent Cliff Road, falling to the edge of Bear River and crashing into the coast 40 meters below, in a very convenient fashion. According to police, the suspect is presumed dead, even though a body is not expected to be recovered due to strong currents in surrounding area. With no way to verify the true motivations of this heinous she-devil, and with patients in the maternity ward returning to their normal lives, the case is now closed, and along with it, the most disturbing and terrible pages in the history of our peaceful little town. So they infected him, the story got out, and they got a scapegoat as their cover-up by having her die. So yeah, I'm not sure what the puzzle is here. I'm like looking around the screen trying to figure out if there's a number I'm trying to hit. Because I have 4 tries to do something. I don't know if I'm supposed to be equalizing these. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right or wrong. I'm not really good at doing quick maths. Alright, that worked. So we didn't activate a hospital self-destruct, right? That was just the archives. I need a key to open this. Alright. We're not going that way. Alright, so yeah, I think we'll head back to... Did the whole computer blow up? No, that was also a hallucination, but I didn't have the red screen first. We're having Daymares again. going on with that stinky charred corpse? Oh. That looks like a new boy. I bet he spits. Defeat the melted man. So not at all like the tar man. Yeah, he does spit. Okay, I got 5 bullets loaded. I mean, aside from his spit, he doesn't seem that dangerous. He's not very quick. He doesn't track very well. He's just a little wet. A little gurgly. Need someone to pop those big old zits. Ugh. Popped him aggressively all over myself. I'm alright on health, though. So yeah, I definitely didn't see that last time, so I guess I was right that I stopped before going down the elevator. Apparently this also goes down to the morgue, but we didn't really get an option for what floor to go to. There's a fella in the way. Nope, it's a lady. Can't reload an empty magazine. I gotta manually reload them again. See, I tried to do a snapshot there, but again, there is a second where you're pulling up the gun where you can't fire. So I should have waited to try to click. Ooh, it took off the arm and the head. Alright, before we do anything else, let's load up our magazine. Reload. This is a real awkward process. Then load up our other magazine. Oh, we do also have some hollow points. Okay, got a bunch of shots. We're doing pretty good on stuff right now.
Hey, Doc. I'm out here. Now let me in.
Oh my, Mr. Walker, welcome back. You have indeed proven yourself reliable.
But you said that last time.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
Listen, man. I almost died covering up the shit you people have got hidden in here. The shit you're a part of, Doc. I thought your job was to save lives, not destroy them.
Do not presume to lecture me, Mr. Walker. I will not be scolded by the likes of you at a time like this.
You are just a pawn.
It boils down to business, money, and power. All of which the company has more of than you can begin to fathom. But I'm still useful to them. They'll come for me eventually. They'll come for me because I, too, am reliable. And that is exactly why you and I have one last task to complete.
Aw, fuck you, man. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, I can't get fooled again. I'm
Alright,
done.
fucking
Just
Bush Jr.
and listen. An acquaintance of mine, Dr. Kimball, went missing and out of radio contact while carrying out an important job. He did, however, re-establish the signal just a few minutes ago. From what little I gathered, we've only got a few minutes to save his life. And who better than reliable you to rush to his aid, Complete this one final task for me, and I will gladly throw open this door and invite you two inside. Let me reassure you, Mr. Walker, that I am a man of my word.
Fucking hell. All right. But that's it. If you don't open the door next time, I'm gonna find a way in there, and you ain't gonna like it.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Walker. Dr. Kimball seems to have locked himself in the east wing of the facility. But I'm not sure how long he'll be safe there. So please, rescue him as quickly as possible. Good luck.
I'm a man of my word. And right now, my word is fuck you. Seems someone shot him. You said that he was eviscerated by Sandman, but I suppose he could have also just shot them. Inventory is full. Figures. Well, hopefully it checkpointed here, because we will come back next time to save Dr. Kimball from whatever fate is going to befall him. So until then, I've been Shadefire. I'm still enjoying Daymare 1998, and I hope you'll join me next time. Take care, y'all.